that behind you. Hi, my name is Rick, and
my name is Jonah.
And welcome to our Cape Cod life. Today, we're harvesting garlic. Hashtag garlic 2026. Let's see if we have some contenders. All right, here's the garlic. And as a matter of fact, last year, Jonah had to plant it for me because when it was time to plant it, I had a really bad back. So that's kind of one of the reasons he's here. You can see his handiwork. Now, as I said, Jonah last October planted the garlic for me because my back was thrown out. So I think I have a clip of that. Let me go and find that for you. Jonah's putting in the ground. We're doing there's like an inch from the top by the time we're done. I've already amended the bed with rich compost and fertilizer. I use a General organic granular and some extra blood meal for the nitrogen. And we're going to finish this up. But you can tell it's ready. Let's look down at this one. Because we have 1, 2, and now a third browning leaf. That's a good time to start harvesting. Got a few little weeds in there. Now this is music garlic over here, and that's going to be our biggest and hopefully our contenders. Over here we have chestnut, and that's smaller garlic, but that'll be good for cooking with. All right, so I'm going to do the first one. We're going to start with this one. Weeds out of the way. You can see it has a nice thick stem. Let's see what we have. Not as big as I had hoped. But hey, that's how it goes. Yeah, reach low, yeah. I think it's soft enough soil that if you pull it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, loosen it up with the hurry. Not too close though.
Man.
Yeah, lift up.
This one might be really big, or it's just a real pain in my butt.
There you go.
Nope,
not
just
really
a real
big,
pain in my butt.
Let's show it. Okay, but it's still gorgeous garlic.
Of course.
What you have to do is trim off the roots for the official weigh-in. Soil is surprisingly moist. It hasn't rained or done anything in the past few days, but that mulch. And to figure out where to cut it, we put our hand like this, and we bring it like that, and that's ready for weighing up. Okay, let's weigh this one up. So that's 3.5 ounces. About 3.45. Okay, I'm gonna trim the rest and then we'll get back to weigh. All right, we came back in the house to get a level surface. This one weighs 3.30. This one, another 3.45. This one, 3.30. And the fifth one is smaller at 3.15, and let's do the group of 5 all together so I don't have to add it all up, because math. All right, 5 of them weigh 17 ounces exactly. So I'm very happy with our harvest and the size of it, because last year was very disappointment. Let's have a look at last year. Right, so I have to get rid of the roots and trim down to 1 inch. So here we go. And here that's about 1 inch. Knock some of that soil off. Alright, now we're gonna move it over here, and the scale is set. I think you can see it. Ooh, 1 pound, no, not 1 pound, 1 ounce, 1.115. 1.115 ounces. Barely can even pluralize the ounces. I believe right now the biggest contender is at 4 ounces, 4.9 ounces. So yeah. Let me turn this around. Womp womp. Hey, I only found about this garlic challenge a couple of months ago. Garlic was already planted and doing its thing. But next year, y'all, I'm coming for you. I'll show you how it's done. All right, so that is not the way you want to cure your garlic for storage. We'll use that garlic up quickly, so there's not a problem. What we want to do is we're going to gather it in bundles. We're going to tie it up, and then I'm going to go hang it in the garage. When all this green has turned brown, then it'll be cured. And then we'll clean it up for storage. All right, so I'm gonna tie this bundle up. And this will hang up in the garage. Maybe. Alright, I have 3 bundles. They're off to the garage. There you have it, folks. That's another garlic challenge in the books. Hashtag garlic 2026. And Jonah?
Thank you for Chad and Willie for hosting the Garlic Challenge of 2026.
Yes, we love that. It's been so much fun. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing and liking the video. My friends who've been here before, I appreciate you so much. And as always, our Cape Cod life.